I'm on now, bro. Okay. Waiting for the connection is unstable. Why is it unstable? So you can turn it up a little bit. Okay. What's up? Alan, can you see me? You hear me and stuff? It says my connection is unstable. Let me see. My connection. Let me know if you see me. You and I are the only one in here. Can you hear me? Can you? Can you see me? Can Okay. The volume is not good. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. There you go. Those little figures again. Buffering. Bad connection. Yeah, that's what that. How am I sounding? Hi. How am I sounding now? Do you hear any kind of sound? When I get that stimulus check, I'm gonna get better equipment. It's got to be an investment. I'm no longer going to use a Walkman to communicate with people. This coronavirus is forcing you to be up to date. Can you see? Can you hear me? Can you? I just type. Can you? Can you hear? Can you? Can you hear me? Can you? Is that my sister-in-law back? Okay. My other vaudevillian buddy. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. I have some important people in my life right now. All of a sudden I feel better. Thank God we're living. Oh, how my friends doing in Arizona, Becky and Alan? How's the Native American population there for crying out loud? Just good. I'm thinking they had stuff going on before the virus. Jeez. And don't you think opening up Georgia is really too quick? Everybody's talking about that. Everybody they're doing okay there. Okay, I got Alan and my friend Thomas. Loving the dream, huh? Becky, do you miss Colorado? Yeah, yeah. Tom, you doing okay? Tom, what did you have for dinner this evening? I know, yeah. Georgia is a mess. Yeah, they for those white people that's watching me, they're killing black people in Georgia for crying out loud. So Jim Jones has resurrected himself. Yeah, Jim Jones is back, along with the disease of ignorance and the disease of stupidity. A hush puppy. Nice. Right. Uh, Tom, say hi to my friends. This is a long Becky and Alan. This is a friend of mine from way back named Tom Jones. He produced the House of Cold Funk when I was cute and had a full set of hair, and he knew me. He knew me before the pot belly. Right. Tom said they're cutting hair in Georgia without masks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Becky, Colorado's not fun no more. Every loser in the world came here for the weed. Now we got Corona. So now we got weed and Corona. So we're not living the dream. We're living the nightmare. Like Colorado's no longer the best kept secret. Tom, Tom? You're in Nevada now, correct? Right. Yeah. And the thing is, nowadays there's nowhere to go. There's no escape. I mean, there's nowhere to go. You can't say you're going to get away from. Remember back in the day. Well, I said back in the day, as in last year. That's back in the day now. Last year, you know. Well, I'm going to get away from that. No, you're not getting away nowhere because where you're going to, it's there too. So, wow. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, so you're postponed. Wow. Well, at least you're home, Tom. You're in a safe place. I guess, and it's really no rush to go anyway, is it? The best place to go when it comes to a vacation is somewhere else in your own residence. Go to another room. Well, I'm going to get away from it all. No, you ain't. The jig is up. It's a done deal. It's a darn shame what's going on, man. At least we could have had some preparation. It's a it ain't cool, man. It's not cool at all. Hey Becky, is Safeway packed? It's like it's a concert. It's like a line around the corner before coming. I know Walmart is a $1 billion industry as we speak. A matter of fact, Walmart should open up a dispensary. Well, well, well it should be Walmart should get into dispensaries because people are getting buzzed. People need their liquor. That's right, boy. And what's so funny, as much as I like to drink, I ain't having nothing because I don't want to drink too much. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get those couple of nips, Jack, you're gonna keep going because depression is a good friend right about now. Ugh. Do I sound okay? Do I sound clear? Anybody? Wow. Well, that's amazing. I got you said sometimes, but a lot of empty shelves, huh? Hey Becky, are a lot of people from all over the surround? It sounds good. Cool. Cool. It sounds clear. Hey Becky, a lot of people from surrounding areas is like that's Safeway. That's for those who don't know, Safeway is a supermarket out this way. They have Safeways in Arizona, Colorado. It's like any major supermarket in Georgia, like Kroger's, uh, major supermarket, Whole Foods, that kind of, but not Whole Foods. But hey Becky, are there surrounding areas in Arizona that people come from all over to come there? Like as soon as you get there, lines around the corner. I know my friend Tom said Georgia's off the hook, man. It's like Piggly Wiggly. What you Piggly Wiggly? When's the last time you've been to a Piggly Wiggly, Alan? But I know Miss Daisy used to go there. Piggly Wiggly. Uh, Hy-Vee, right? Hy-Vee in Iowa. Yeah, Hy-Vee in Iowa. That place is packed. Ain't nothing to do in Iowa but go to IV. Winn-Dixie. Yep. Okay, that's right. In the South, Winn-Dixie. They still have those in the South, Winn-Dixie. Yeah. Yes. Oh, are you serious, Becky? New Mexico? They come from New Mexico too? Wow. So you're like that's right. You're right on the borderline, right? So it's like maybe a couple of hours or maybe 45 minutes, maybe something like that. Hey, Alan, that's my good friend Tom Jones, man. That's the one that told me. Uh, I really cherish his opinion, Alan. You're going to meet Tom one day too. That's my true friend, man. Love him to death. Tom is the one that said, Rex, there'll be no Georgia for you. Cause Alan, I was about to. Hey, Tom, Alan's my best friend, man. That's my man. Him and his wife, man. Those are my people. That's Alan and Becky are my other family. So Alan and Becky meet my best friend Tom Jones from back in Atlanta, back in the early days in Atlanta. Oh, New Mexico's only 13 miles away. Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. Damn. I did only 13 miles, huh? Wow. That's deep. Wow. Yeah, so yeah, y'all get to know each other because this is my family right here. Tom Jones, Alan Bacon, and Becky. These are my people. So this is a nice conversation right here. Wow. Man, I didn't know Albuquerque. No, not Albuquerque. But what part? Like what town in Albuquerque are you near? Alan and Becky. Tom is a great producer director, and you're going to hear more about him. I'm gonna talk about him on Comedy Hype. Comedy Hype just posted. Oh, Alan, you saw the one with Chris Tucker today, right? That's a new one. It's kind of a spinoff of the other conversation we had. And I said Chris Tucker blew up too quick, so they just added a couple of comments about the Christianity. But I'm going to talk about. Matter of fact, Albuquerque's 3 hours. Oh, from Gallup. Okay, okay, got it. Wow, yeah. Tom Jones, Alan, and Becky. That's like my other twin. We had the same mind, except he's more in his right mind. He's a little bit out of his mind, but he's more structured than I am. Tom Jones is the structured version of me, right? He's the structured version of me, man. So Alan, I'm gonna tell you hey Alan, when me, you, and Tom get together, it'll be a comedy conversation jam session in the purest form. So I'm looking forward to all of us getting together one day, man. This is going to be great. Well, and Alan and oh, I'll say, oh hell, oh yeah, yeah, Alan, yeah, Tom. There's more of us, right? Yeah, man. So yeah, they go. They, yeah, I know Becky. Yeah, there's more of us. there's more. There's more. And being nutty gives you a balance. Yes, yes. Miles, Dizzy, Bird, and Comic. Uh, Allen would be the Stan Getz. He's he's the Stan. Allen is the Dave Carr Stan Getz of this bunch. Tom. Yeah. Alan, before hey Alan, check this out. Let me tell you a little bit about Tom real quick. Let's get away from this virus talk for a second. This virus shit is depressing. Let's talk about something else. That's why we're going to be on here. Let's have other conversations because this stuff is depressing. Tom, Tom, before Tyler Perry, before this is true talk, Alan. Uh, Tom, let me tell you about Alan real quick. Alan is deep, man. Alan knows everything. Like if Alan see you, he'll find out who you are and look you up and find out everything you about, and then he'll know extra things from what he sees. Um, Tom was before Tyler Perry. You know, he would do shows. He's a great writer. He has a great private forbidden wit, and Tom can see something. He'll see what you're about in your art, and then he'll take it from there, and then he'll mold it. He'll mold it, and that's what he did. And Tom when in 1990, Allen in 1991, he produced my first stand-up stage show called the House of Cold Funk, and he's the one that did that. So that's Tom Jones. And I still have flyers from that show. So Alan, when I see you again, I'll show you some pictures from House of Cold Funk. And that's the guy that did it, Tom Jones. Tom Jones the third, I might add. Tom Jones the third. But yeah, man. But let me ask you, this well, let's get back to the virus. Do you think I want you to ask you, I know it'll never be the same again. Do you believe they have a cure for this? That is somewhere in the refrigerator? Do you believe that they have a cure? What you think? I think they have one. I think it's an ice box somewhere. What do you think? 'Cause I don't know. It's never going to be the same again. But I know one thing: it's going to be scary for concerts. I think people are going to sneak and do concerts. Probably. I think people. You know what I think is going to happen? People are really going to want to be around each other. They're not going to go by the rules. You can't tell people to stay home. They don't want to be confined. What I think is going to happen, anybody that has a house, like okay, Alan and Becky, especially you guys out in Arizona, people are going to start having backyard concerts. They're going to invite maybe 10 or 20 people. Going to have them spaced out, but people are going to, people are going to want to be. You said what you say, Alan? The virus is just the annual common cold. No, a cold doesn't kill people in millions. No, it's not. No, it ain't no common cold, homeboy. I don't think. I wish it was that. No, this virus is a genocide, and I think it's up to your immune system. So if they did, okay, Tom said, good question. If they did, I think they wouldn't let this thing crater. That's already happening in Georgia, and people won't say, yeah, they're not going to stay home. It Becky, it is the invisible enemy. Yes, it is. I think that, yeah. And what you know what's so deep about this virus? It doesn't discriminate, man. In my opinion, the good news from this tragedy is that as human beings, no matter what color you are, we all have one thing in common, and that's being human. And I think with this virus, it's amazing how what situations bring us together. Like 9/11 brought us together. You didn't see race, you didn't see color, you didn't see gender. It was just a human mind blow. And I think with this virus, it's going to bring us together closer as humans. It's amazing. Every generation, every segment in life has its situation. In our lives as humans, we read about it. Like there was diseases back in the 1800s, the Black Plague and all that. You know, a whole lot of craziness that everybody knows about. You pick one, that's what it was. But we didn't think in our lifetime we would have something like this. But I think out of this craziness, it'll bring us together, man. It's definitely another mind process. It's another thought pattern that we have now, and it separates the smart people from the idiots. And like I was telling Tom, this hasn't been broke. This virus hasn't broken America. Amen, Tom. This virus hasn't broken America. It's revealed what is was already broken. Yes, yes, yes. It's just like people come out of the closet. You know, this virus has opened the closet in many ways, on every level. And I think with this, we're going to find. This is a deep time. It's like it's put it all out in open. Like whatever was locked in the closet, whatever was down in the basement, it's open. Nothing is shut now. So whatever bullshit there was, whatever craziness, whatever dysfunction, whatever insanity we had, it's now out. And you have no choice but to see it. Even a blind person can see it. So, but who knew this kind of insanity will come the way it's coming right now? And I'm gonna tell you what it's doing. It's separating the smart people from the dumb people. Um, 24 trillion debt amount in you. Yeah, yes, yes. But the mass and the social distancing is making people afraid of each other. Yes. Hey, Becky, check this out. Amen, sister. Because I'm hip, Tom. Right? Dig it, dig it. Hey, Becky, you know when I walk in the supermarket, like I was at Walmart today, and people are looking at each other with paranoia. I mean, people are paranoid. I mean, it ain't what people say, it's their actions. People ain't got to say nothing. They don't have to say anything. You can just read people's energy. You can read their vibe. It's a deep vibe out here. You know, it's real deep. And it's deep. I mean, Tom, this is a Tom, this is some real life theater for your ass, ain't it? To be and not to be like a motherfucker. Yes, yeah, it's a deep vibe. It's a deep vibe. And but thank God they kind of let up on the toilet paper, you know, so at least you can get some toilet paper. It's the body snatcher sphere. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, man. Deep times, deep times, deep times, deep times, man. Boy, you just think what last month, what March, early part of March, everybody was having a beautiful day, just going on with their normal day, thinking about life, thinking about their future, whatever's in your personal interior, you going through your thing, you know. And this, you said, don't go to sleep. Don't, it's um, hold me. Can anybody spare a teddy bear? Does anybody have a stuffed animal that I can hold tight? Sure. Uh, Becky, are you still empty of toilet paper? I mean, we're kind of over that now. You know what? It's amazing how dumb buffering. It's amazing how dumb people are, and that's why I said if you are an intelligent person, you are now the audience member. Okay, if you are dig this, if you are an intelligent person that thinks outside the box, if you're one of those private thinkers that always thought within yourself and just watched and observe things, you're watching ignorance and stupidity at its peak. Okay, at its peak. And this is and the no toilet paper in Atlanta. Well, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, in Atlanta, it's toilet paper hell there because there's so many big ass women there. All those buffets. One thing about Atlanta, Alan Bacon and Becky. Let me tell you something. In Atlanta, Georgia, let me tell you something. Check this out, Alan and Becky. This is for you because Tom and I was something else back in the day. Me and Tom. I mean, me and Tom got stories about us. I mean, just a sightseeing. Just the Tom and I would hang. Let me tell you, hey Alan, Tom and I would get together and we would just go to clubs Tom and I bought our own party with us. Me and Tom and I were the party. Okay, that's what Tom. You said the other day. No, even if we don't work together, the party within us still stays. You're right about that. Tom and I would just go to places and just watch people. Just watch. We just watch, and we have our little drinks, and we would just talk, and we would just watch people. And I'm thinking, and there was beautiful women, all that kind of stuff. But there's some women. I have to say, the sisters, the black women in Atlanta, they gotten big. They just fat. I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but hell with it's true. They just big, and the reason why they're big, there's so many damn restaurants in Atlanta, buffets. I mean, Golden Corral. You can go down. You can see Golden Corral, and a chicken don't stand a chance in Atlanta. A chicken do not stand it. I feel sorry for a chicken. When I die, I don't want to come back a chicken because I ain't gonna make it. Chicken wings, Zaxby's. I mean, everybody's selling chicken. Even if you go to a shoe store, you can go to Payless Shoes. They're selling chicken in the back. And these women, and I'm making a point about my black women. These are the women that go buy rolls and rolls of toilet paper and don't think about nobody else. They'll buy a 24 pack of toilet paper, okay? A 24 pack, an industrial family pack. And as long as they see more, they'll buy another pack. So, okay. So what's 24 and 24? What's that? What 48? They got 48 rolls of toilet paper. And people don't realize you don't need no toilet. If you don't got no toilet paper, get a rag and wipe your ass. There's no need to be out of toilet paper. Just get a rag and wipe your ass. Don't make toilet paper an issue. If they say, well, I'm trying to look for, if they say there's a shortage on a jar of pickles, the next day pickles will be wiped out, and you don't even eat pickles. You can say there's going to be a shortage of cherries. There's going to be a shortage of chicken pot pies. Next day they're going to wipe it out. You know, like a cat outside a Chinese restaurant. You don't. you mention a cat. Right? Yeah. You never see a cat outside. That cat don't stand a chance. Like, you get that Mugu got pan or some goddamn roast, what, beef fried rice? This ain't got a cow taste at all. No, it's like tastes like tabby like a motherfucker. So scary times. But but later we are now living exactly. We are now living the next level. This is the next level. And like Jerry Butler said, there was a Jerry Butler, the greatest R&B singer in history. He said, "Only the strong survive." You got that right, and you got to be strong. I'm gonna be honest with you, people. Prayer ain't gonna help your ass. The Bible, none of that. It's a wrap. Okay, churches are closed. So what you gonna do? Okay, TD Jakes need money. Joel Osteen. Okay, Jim Baker tried it again, and they got Jim Baker, the one that got caught in that fiasco with Jessica Hahn back in the 80s. He got in trouble again. Talking about he got some magic lotion to cure corona, and they said, "Okay, Jim, don't start that shit again." So they cut him out from doing that. So y'all remember that song by Sting that was with the Police? That song says, "If I ever lose my faith in you, mm-hmm. If I ever lose my faith in you, we are in deep times." Okay. And I know the preachers and the reverends are having a good time talking about prophecy. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. I don't want to hear no preacher talking to me either. Okay. The only thing a preacher can do for me is go somewhere else. I don't want to hear it. Okay. I got my own religion. I got my own spirit. Okay. And I don't want nobody preaching to me. I don't, because I don't believe it no more. Okay. I don't want to hear somebody say, "I told you so." No. I'm talking about the government. Okay, because the government know what time it is without the watch. Okay, this shit was all predicted. Okay, and I think what Trump should do in order to throw things off, Trump should go ahead and say he's sick. Trump should, even if Trump lie, I'm okay with it because he's not the first. In order for him to satisfy us, Trump should say that I have corona and should take off for a couple of weeks so we can say, well, at least he has corona, so you don't feel left out, so you don't feel exempt. Okay, that's what I think Trump should do. Cause and I'm tired of these briefings. When I see a briefing, I turn that shit off. I put in a DVD. I put in Batman Beyond or some shit. I put in the Avengers. You know, give me a fantasy. Take me out of this shit. I watch Walt Disney. You know, I put in Bambi, Snow White. I put in a good Charlie Chaplin DVD. Take me back in the time. Goddamn shit. Because this sucks. This, you know, they could have gave us any kind of disease. Why this one? You know, I mean, this is Friday. Man, I wouldn't mind going to a happy hour, having a little Merlot, you know, getting my little groove on. Can't do that now. Going somewhere doing a full split. That's out, you know. I mean, hey, I'm almost 60 years old, man, but I want to get my little groove on. You know, I ain't no old dude, you know, but can you imagine not being able to go out no more just to have fun? And hey, Becky and Al, remember when y'all used to come to my shows? Remember how fun that was? No more. But like I said, no, we're not going to stop that. We're going to start doing some backyard shows. Matter of fact, Tom, let's get ready for that because, hey, Alan, me and Tom and I, we're going to reunite and do some stuff. And Tom, we getting together at a good time. We got to entertain the planet. Just do some shit. This Tom, hey, Alan, Tom and I can just go on stage and just talk and get people and just have people on the floors rolling. Just have two chairs with me and Tom just talking. Tom, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get one day. Hopefully, we'll get that going. This is going to be. It's still early yet. What's this? April? I'll say before December. Yes, because we got the summer coming up. We're going to go somewhere and just sit on the stage, or we'll probably come to Arizona. And hey, Alan, we'll probably come to your backyard, Tom and I, because Tom is going to be in Nevada soon, and that's not far. We just go in your backyard and we just give a performance. That's what we'll do. Scary times, man. Scary times. Anybody have hope? I mean, you can never get rid of hope. Fun, Becky and Alan, we're going to bring fun times back, you know, because there's an alternative. There's an alternative. Either you can be depressed and think about, because they remind you how bad it is every day. I don't watch television. Television sucks, man. I mean, that's what it's depressing. You know, every day tell you, you know, there's nothing like getting up in the morning and you find how many people died, you know. But I have a question, like I was talking. How does a disease start off in China and end up in a nursing home somewhere in Colorado, up in the mountains, or some? Tom, remember that nursing home you was talking about in Atlanta? That nursing home off of Cascade Road. How many of those people you said died? You said, yeah, because how did that? Those people don't bother. You know, elderly people don't bother nobody. You know, and you can't blame it on a Mexican. Because everybody want to blame a Mexican because they think they got diseases. You know, they be in the kitchen and stuff. You know, but you can't blame a Mexican this time. You know, I mean, you can blame them sneaking across the border and stuff, but you can't blame them for bringing this damn disease. So it's like, who do you blame? See, and that's the thing about this. As a human, I noticed a lot of humans at first was blaming Asia and China, Asia, China, all that kind of stuff. But now we're past that. So we're like, who's the enemy? So it's not a race thing. I think it's a human being thing, and it's based on insanity. But does anybody have hope for this? You know, you can never give up hope though, because I think everybody has their chapter in life. And I recommend if you want to get an idea, There's a great movie that came out in 2005 called V for Vendetta. I suggest you watch that movie. It's one of the greatest movies ever, along with the fantastic soundtrack that I play at least 3 times a week. It's beautiful orchestration. Because I love my orchestration. I love my Ravel, my Mozart. As quiet as this, I think Alan knows that. I love my orchestration. It soothes me. Ever since I was a kid, I was always privately into orchestration. Ravel, Mozart, Aaron Copland, John Williams. That kind of symphony music orchestra soothes me. And I know I go to I go see symphony sometime. That's my private taste. But V for Vendetta is one of the greatest movies ever. And it's amazing where we are as a people in our lives right now. And I hope, I really hope there's hope, because we are living in really, really, really deep times. And it's scary what's going on in our life. But the good news is it's a wake up call. And within the wake up call, I think it has us wake up within ourselves. The Illuminati, there you, Alan, you're deep. You're something else. Alan, I don't know what planet you're from, the way you come up with stuff, but yeah, I agree. I agree with matter of fact, certain conspiracies. I really believe. I really believe. Once upon a time, I was a doubter, but certain things in life that happens outside of you, it makes you believe in other kind of forbidden theories. I think one of the worst handicaps in life to be a human is to have a brain. Sometimes being in denial is sometimes good, or being stupid is really good sometimes too. I think being dumb and stupid helps a lot. That's why they give you Jerry Springer, the Steve Wilkos show, and for Maury Povich to still be on in 2020 is an amazing fact within itself. I mean, how many times you going to hear who's the baby's daddy? Who's the baby's daddy? All you got to do is take your ass to a drugstore. You go to CVS and go to Walgreens and get you a pregnancy kit. You don't have to fly to Connecticut where they tape Maury Povich. It's taped in Connecticut. You don't have to fly there to get your hotel room, a voucher for Laquita and white trash and white trash and dysfunctional stupid black kids, hip hop genre black children, who are kindergarten dropouts, for them to come on that show. And when they find out that they ain't the father, they run backstage and start crying and all that kind of stuff. So those kind of shows, they have really helped dumb down, along with reality shows, the Housewives franchise shows. So we have been dumbed down to the purists, and it started off with Jerry Springer and those other shows that followed. But we are living in dumb times right now. But I'm gonna tell you something. This virus, like I said earlier, it had no choice but to bring out the intelligence. So this virus, in many ways, is a stage play for bringing out variations of different things in different situations that resides in people. It brings out different things because it has no choice but to bring out something in you, because it's deep, especially when you are a prisoner at home, because we're quarantined, and one thing I'm happy about, I'm happy that I don't have no badass kids. Can you imagine people that have children inside and you can imagine if you got a studio apartment, if you got a 1 bedroom and you got like 30 kids living in that mug and you stuck with their ass, okay? That's a nightmare, man. And if you're in a relationship and y'all don't like each other and y'all stuck, I'm sorry. And Alan and Becky, I know y'all love each other. I ain't talking about y'all, but I know y'all want your space too, because you're only human and y'all love each other. But can you imagine people that don't like each other stuck together? And one of y'all saying, Can you go, please? Get your ass out of here. Let me have time to myself. Shit. And you ain't got nowhere to escape, at least boy, boy, this this disease is a test. It's a test. It's really a test for you, man. It's scary. Well, I want is that everybody still there? Is that everybody? Do y'all still hear me? Matter of fact, I hope I'm not talking for no reason. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to. I hope everybody is blessed. Tom, you be safe. You be careful because you in Atlanta, bro. You be careful, and don't go to This Is It. You know, and Becky and Allen, y'all be cool. Love y'all. Stay safe. Be careful. And hopefully, sometime this year, we'll get together. We'll laugh about this. I ain't getting my shot, though, because I think if you get that shot, it's the mark of the beast. So I don't think there's no cure. So have a drink, smoke you a blunt, smoke a fat one, whatever you do, and y'all be safe. Love y'all. Be in contact. Stay safe and be cool. This is Rex. Talk to you shortly.